They're hitting the road, baking up business, and outgrowing their garden. But if you think the Gaines kids can't possibly get any sweeter, prepare for this gang to demo your heart. Before they were Chip and Joanna Gaines from Fixer Upper, they were simply Chip and Jo, new parents and first-time business owners. The pair's initial foray into the interior design world came with their little shop on Bosque. It was there that they got their start, and their first son Drake was along for the entire ride ever since he was born.
Little shop babies, dirty knees, dirty feet.
Jo posted to Facebook on Drake's 16th birthday, "Drake was my little shop baby, and he came to work with me every day." One of the things I remember most about those early days of chasing dreams and being a new mom was all the wisdom, encouragement, and support that came from other moms who would come in to shop. The one consistent thing they all would say is, cherish this time and hold him tight, because before you know it, he will be driving one day and then off to college. The shop now serves as a last chance/discount store for all things Magnolia, and, as was predicted, Drake has since learned to drive. When Chip and Jo announced that they were expecting their 5th child, fans were obviously thrilled. But if you thought there might be some resentment coming from the older kids, the opposite quickly became clear. Jo shared during a Magnolia celebration that Drake, Ella, Duke, and Emmy consistently fought over baby brother Crew. She revealed, "It's been so fun with the kids. We never get to carry the baby because from the time I wake up, they get in line. They fight over who gets to hold him all morning, all night. It's so sweet."
Back in the day, Drake, who's now our oldest, was Crew, and he was just with us. It's almost like we're taking a trip down memory lane.
When it comes to the timing of the new edition, Jo explained that it couldn't have been more perfect. Crew arrived when the cameras were no longer rolling on Fixer Upper, allowing the family to spend much more quality time together. Jo noted, "It has been restful for us. Something about enjoying these simpler moments with our family is better than any mountaintop journey we could be on. It's been a really sweet past year." From the Magnolia network to the famous Waco silos to their Target line and Magnolia furniture collection to Magnolia Realty, Chip and Jo really know how to do business, and you might think that their kids would be following in their footsteps. But as it turns out, they all have their own unique interests. The Magnolia network offered a glimpse into the kids' lives, from cooking to gardening to helping tend the Texas family farm. But when they're not at home getting crafty with their parents, they can often be found at Magnolia HQ. As Jo told People, "They love being here. I always try to involve them with what we're doing at work." But it looks like it's oldest daughter Ella who's most likely to follow in her mom's footsteps. As Jo posted to Instagram, her new summer business is selling baked goods at the office when she goes to work with me. "Tonight we stayed up late and she made Aunt Opal's banana pudding and the chocolate chip cookies from my cookbook. She's going to make a heck of a businesswoman." Given how successful Fixer Upper became, it might have seemed odd that the Gaines family pulled the plug on the show in 2018. After 5 seasons, the house-flipping duo announced they were saying goodbye to the cameras, leaving many fans wondering what happened. As it turned out, one big reason had to do with their kids, who were 12, 10, 9, and 7 at the time. Chip and Jo wrote via People, "While we are confident that this is the right choice for us, it has for sure not been an easy one to come to terms with. They're so young, and we want to give them the chance to have a normal childhood. Family is the most important thing in the world."
Everyone loves to be in here, so
This is our happy
this is our happy place. I'd say it was worth it.
Once the camera crew left Waco, the Gaines family kept a very low profile. Series craftsman Jimmy Don Holmes claimed that the couple stuck to the Magnolia headquarters, telling Closer Weekly, "They spent the majority of their time tending to family matters and spending more time at home." Up until baby Crew came along, little Emmy was the youngest of the gang, and she often appeared on the set of Fixer Upper alongside her parents. When Emmy did make it on camera, viewers were treated to her own little performance.
Hold on one second, I'm gonna kiss this little one. I know we don't get it all.
Chip once tried to teach Emmy how to lay tile as part of a Fixer Upper episode. At just 7 years old, Emmy paid attention until she realized, nah, that was her dad's job.
This is fun hanging out with you, you know?
You should get to work.
Thanks to her time on the show, Emmy also met former First Lady Laura Bush, helped her mom design a rose garden, and witnessed her dad do every crazy thing he could possibly think of, including eating an entire handful of chicken feed.
Right.
You'd think that with 5 kids under her roof, Jo would know a thing or two about parenting. But as we saw during her sit-down with Southern Living, this domestic mama is constantly learning from her kids. She explained, "I learned early on that in order to connect with my children, I need to watch them. I see what makes Drake tick and notice the things that make his eyes light up. I tuck that stuff in my mind and away in my heart. Jo also shared that it's her and Chip's responsibility to encourage overall growth in their kids. She said, as parents, we need to help our kids express what they're passionate about and challenge them in the things that are hard, knowing they probably won't appreciate this until they're about 40 years old. It's a balance of both.
There's something magical that happens in the garden.
This is clearly one creative family. The 4 older kids even collaborated with Jo on their children's book and New York Times bestseller, We Are the Gardeners. It was a chance for the family to share their own experiences and adventures while tending to their bountiful garden at home. As Jo told Southern Living, nurturing plants together does something. And it was a simple way to connect with my kids. And I think that's the reason for this book. We have this large garden now, but the size of it is not what's important. The point is, if you have a little box outside your door that you and your children are tending to, then it does something to your heart as a mom.
Are you in the mood to just beat things?
Just a quick clip of Fixer Upper will likely portray Chip hurling himself through a wall, demolishing a house, his actual body, or something else, and definitely getting into some sort of trouble. Jo, on the other hand, was the calm to Chip's storm. But while you might tap Jo as the strict parent, it turns out that Mr. Demo Day himself rules with a slightly firmer hand. As Chip explained to People, I grew up in an environment that was pretty much back by dark. My parents didn't generally know what we were doing, and it was all good, clean fun. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna be a wild parent. And when I got to be a parent, I don't know what it is about it. I feel a little bit like a drill sergeant sometimes. Some elements of my personality as a parent, I'm not real crazy about. When it comes to his kids' access to technology, Chip joked that he is, quote, a quarter Amish. And to that, Jo added, I don't even know what's gonna happen when the girls start asking to wear makeup, but we keep telling our kids they don't get a phone until they go off to college. He was just a little kid during the early days of Fixer Upper, but in the blink of an eye, the couple's firstborn son became a licensed driver. Chip revealed that the day of Drake's driving test was indeed emotional. But he was also thrilled for his son. And as you might expect, proud Mama Jo was feeling nostalgic and a little weepy. Chip told People, we get this kid his license, and the first morning he goes to drive, Jo bawls her eyes out. She was just devastated and wanted no part. She wants to hire him a chauffeur. Of course, most parents have a little anxiety about the day their kid gets behind the wheel of a car, but clearly Chip and Jo are actively providing their children with the tools they need to thrive out there in the world. Detailing his parenting philosophy a little more, Chip told the outlet, the idea of it's my way until you leave my house, we're the opposite. Instead, it's you're in our house, but this is a place for you to explore, experiment, and process the feelings and thoughts that you have in a safe place. Fans were beyond thrilled when Chip and Jo announced they were expecting their 5th child. But the news definitely came as a surprise given the ages of their older kids. So, was the pregnancy planned? Well, as Jo eventually shared with People, I had been feeling a little emotional and crazy. When I saw the results of the test, my jaw dropped. Chip was in the driveway about to leave when I called him back and said, we're pregnant. He was so excited. We're both just so excited. Baby Crew was a wonderful expansion of the family, with some miraculous timing. Chip and Jo had revealed shortly before their pregnancy news that Fixer Upper would be coming to an end, giving the family the space and time to welcome their newest addition. As Jo shared with the outlet, it was a total surprise, but when we found out, it solidified that it was the right decision to leave when we did.
Y'all are so sweet.
These days, the Gaines family looks ahead to oldest son Drake moving out on his own and an ever-evolving household vibe. As Jo penned in an essay for the 2022 fall issue of Magnolia Journal, in the grand scheme of heartbreaking things, this one comes with a lot of gratitude and excitement. But still, my first child is moving away, and our family dynamic will change because of it.